Now, one thing I want to say before I start this video off, that this is basically my opinion. Not basically, it is my opinion, all right? Your opinions may differ. No, it will differ. So if that's the case, definitely add me over on Twitter, your tier list of Dragon Ball games, of the ones that you played, not watched the video of, played. Add me over on Twitter, I want to see it. What is up, YouTube? It's your boy RikuTheBest, but better than the rest, aka the Dark Knight. You call me that, you good for today. Coming at you with a different video. Now, if you guys didn't know, the Dragon Ball community and whatnot has been making a Dragon Ball tier list over on Twitter for the games that they played and rating them from S to I haven't played before, or S to like, what do I have? S to F. So that's exactly what I am going to do. I've already listed the games I have not played, or yeah, I just simply haven't played. Like, there's nothing to say about this, but social media is gonna be on top of the screen. If you have any of those platforms, you know what to do. My merchandise is gonna be in the description below. I have the racist hoodies and t-shirts, the censored versions of your racist hoodies and t-shirts. You're good for today hoodies and t-shirts. Check it out. Cop want to join the Dark Knight army. Now we're gonna get on with this tier list. I was eagerly waiting to do this. A lot of games I haven't played. Dragon Ball Origins, why not sure. Dragon Ball Heroes, I haven't played that. I haven't played Dragon Ball GT Final Bout. A lot of these games I have seen videos for, but I didn't play, so it doesn't count. My opinion does not count. I have not touched the controller and played these games physically. A lot of these games I didn't want. Burst Limit was one of them, so we're just gonna disregard everything in this list. Have not played, don't ask me why. I really just explained why though. These are the games we're gonna focus on. There's not that many compared to other people because I'm not like a grandpa compared to Rhyme Style. I'm sorry, I love you. From S to F, I will rank each game that I have played and give you my opinion why. All right, Dragon Ball Z Hakunaru Densetsu. This is the game I really won on Nintendo DS. This is a while ago. Now, one thing I want to say about this game, it was different for me. I vaguely remember the game. I did play it on the emulator, I think before I had a DS, and the gameplay was different. It was with so you had certain cards. If you stack them together to get a higher value than your enemy, you win the phase or whatever it's called, and then you get a animation that happens on the screen. It was real cool because your player was on the bottom screen of the DS and the enemy was on the top screen of the DS. But I mean, other than that, like I said, it was the first time I played some Dragon Ball game like that. It wasn't too bad, wasn't too good, so I was definitely going into D. One thing I want to note here, Alpha is like the lowest of the low, like literally the worst Dragon Ball games I've played. D is somewhat acceptable, but still bad, but wasn't that bad, right? I'm gonna place it in D for the simple fact that I can't remember it too much. It's not that memorable for me, but it was something different at the time when it first came out. It's not really a new game at all. Regular DS, keep in mind. So the next game we're gonna go, oh my God. Today okay, you know what? We gotta talk about this right here. The alternate cover for Budokai 3, because I'm pretty sure the original cover is Super Saiyan Goku. That looks like Super Saiyan 2 Goku. Budokai 3. Now, this obviously has a special place in my heart, okay? Budokai 3, my #1 game, probably the most hours I put into any Dragon Ball game. It's still up on my YouTube channel, one of the first games I put on my channel, along with Warriors Orochi that was deleted a long time ago because of copyright issues and I wanted to get partners so I couldn't have any copyright strike. Whatever, keep in mind, I had to delete over 100 videos. So a lot of my older videos aren't on my channel. However, my Budokai 3 still remains on my channel, like 2013, 2012. I played Budokai 3 long before that. It was just around that time is when I actually started recording it, I think. Still my favorite game to this day. Still in my top 10, top 15 favorite games of all time. I've played the hell out of this game. I have infinite combos of this game. Just type in Riku X Pain Budokai 3 and you will see all the videos. It's still up on YouTube. I've gotten a ton of perfects. The game is still perfect to me. I love 2D fighters. Of course, certain people prefer like 3D arena fighters, 2D fighters, and it's just how it is. I always prefer 2D fighters. I felt like they were harder to play, and that was when I actually had the time to put in these type of games to get good, That's going to straight S tier. Keep in mind, when I put these games in a certain tier, the order will matter for me. It didn't matter for anyone else. The order will matter for me, all right? Budokai 3 is legendary. Still one of my favorite games ever. I met a lot of people through this game. A lot of Dragon Ball tubers. I think this is how I met Dr. Love so many years ago. However, we're going to go into the next one. Battle of the Z. I did play this game. Did I buy it? No. So Battle of the Z was like, I guess, one of the first arena Dragon Ball games. No, this was after the whole Tenkaichi Ultimate Tenkaichi phase as well. We're not going to talk about that. We'll talk about it later when I get to the game. Battle of Z was like the worst of like life. It's going in the L, simply the worst Dragon Ball game I ever played. I can't describe anything worse than Battle of Z, honestly. Like, of course, it's gonna differ for other people because, you know, they play with squad and not random people, and not just that, they, you know, have fun with it, just being random and like, why the f is this happening? I didn't have that experience. I'm sorry. I was more of like, why am I playing this? That was my experience for it. So Battle of Z, definitely the worst. This is probably the first game with God Goku too, now that I think about it. Dragon Ball Z Supersonic Warriors 2. Now, if you guys do know me, a lot of my favorite games come from handheld devices. Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, Nintendo DS, etc., so on and so forth. So a lot of my games coming from handheld devices because I was just too broke to pay for a console. And with a Game Boy Advance or a DS, I could take it to school with me. I can't do it with my goddamn PS2. I'm gonna pull up to my math class on the PlayStation 2 in my hand, like, sir, what the fuck you doing? Supersonic Warriors 2, Dragon Ball Z Supersonic Warriors 2 was a big step up for me versus Supersonic Warriors 1. The beam animations differed. They had more characters, I think more animations as well. Overall, I actually love the Supersonic Warriors series, so I'm actually gonna put Supersonic Warriors 2 B. I'm gonna put it in B. I was thinking of A, but no, I would really go back to the game and play it right now, except I don't want to play it on a mouse and keyboard. Regardless, that game was fun for me. This is gonna be super controversial, the Tenkaichi and the Budokai for me. So Dragon Ball Budokai, Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 2. However, this is the alternate art of it because the original art for NA, or just original art in general, had Trunks in the store like this. It was really freaking nice. Budokai Tenkaichi 2, this game, along with Budokai 3, probably the greatest soundtracks I've heard in freaking Dragon Ball games life, bruh. The soundtrack was the biggest thing about this game. Also, being an arena fighter, and the biggest step up from Tenkaichi 1 I've seen in game history, bruh. I'm talking about Tenkaichi 1 to Tenkaichi 2, bruh. That's like that's like getting a C in your math class and getting like a Z plus in your motherfucking English class, bro. This is like the biggest step up I've seen in history of life. Tenkaichi 2 most definitely gets the S spot. Like I said, I also played this game a little competitively. The roster size was delicious. The story was banging, boy. The gameplay mechanics, in-depth mechanics. I do have a video of Tenkaichi 2 with the ground and pound technique. It was kind of like an infinite combo for shorter characters versus larger characters. It was a lot of in-depth gameplay to this. And this also made me, you know, reach out to a lot more people in the Dragon Ball community, like my boy Warhawk. I met him like maybe 10, 11 years ago. He started doing like Tenkaichi 3 competitively. Regardless, I met a lot of people through these Dragon Ball games, all right? They hold a special place in my heart, and I will place Tenkaichi 2 behind Budokai 3, but they're both S tier nonetheless. Holy shit. Budokai Tenkaichi 3. Compared to Budokai Tenkaichi 2, the soundtrack in 2 was much better. Tenkaichi 3 had even more characters. You can change the color of your aura, your key charge. That was amazing. It offered even more in-depth gameplay. Changed the interface as well. Tenkaichi 3 is still one of the best Dragon Ball games out there in the history of life. I'm sorry, bro. The story mode wasn't about flip compared to Tenkaichi 2. The soundtrack wasn't flip compared to Tenkaichi 2. However, that gameplay made you feel like you was playing an actual Dragon Ball game, bro. These early 3D arena Dragon Ball fighting games made you feel like you were in the fucking show. I'm sorry for cursing, I'm just excited. It made you feel like you were actually in the effing anime, my dude, and it was just amazing. Like, that experience actually feeling like a Dragon Ball game. You know, a lot of people didn't prefer 2D style fighters. Understandable, you know? 3D may be for you. I personally like both. I'm not that picky. I prefer 2D, don't get me wrong. Tenkaichi 3 was definitely that game of the century, bro. It's probably still the same retail value as it was when it first came out. Okay, I may be joking about that. And we're gonna place it behind 2 because of personal preference. 2, 3 really had, well, 3 definitely offer a lot more gameplay mechanics, like I would say. But this would be the order for me, although they're in S tier. Budokai 3, Tenkaichi 2, Tenkaichi 3 in that same exact order. Now we're gonna go into other games, all right? Rage and Blast 2. Now disregard my meme tier list over on Twitter that I posted. I think this is all the way at the bottom. Did I enjoy Rage and Blast 2? Not really. No story mode. It was like some huge arcade mode. Hachi, I could give a damn about this movie character. The gameplay versus Rage and Blast 1, I did not like. I believe they slowed the gameplay down. However, slow is not bad. You're gonna hear me say this over again when I get to another game. Slow doesn't mean bad. I just don't like what they did with Rage and Blast 2. And I guess it was a little different for me since they slowed it down, is because it was an open arena. You know, it was gonna be different for a 2D for me. Keep in mind, remember I said this. So, compared to Rage and Blast 1, which I actually did enjoy. I had that on Xbox 360, go figure, right? This one I bought on Xbox 360 as well. I know, Xbox 360 was a really nice console. Rage and Blast 2 was honestly the first Dragon Ball game that I actually sold. I did not enjoy this game whatsoever. I am going to put this in D with Haruka Densetsu. No, the only reason I didn't put it in an F because why did I didn't put it in F, man? Get your ass down there. All right, so order does matter down here. It really doesn't. They're both just trash me. I honestly did not enjoy Raging Blast 2. Now this is gonna be weird. I played it online, wasn't the best whatsoever. The soundtrack, I didn't like the character designs. I didn't like the art style. I didn't like the soundtrack. I didn't like the gameplay. I didn't like shit about this game. Like, frankly, it's just how it is. Super Dragon Ball Heroes, I get a Switch just for this. Did I say a Wii earlier? Whatever. Got a Switch just for this and future games that comes out with the Switch, don't get me wrong. I was really curious. I love collecting cards. I have a stack of Yu-Gi-Oh cards in my closet as we speak. I love collecting, not as much as I did in the past. I just haven't done it in a while. However, being able to collect inside of a game without paying any money, really good. Card art's amazing, dude. Love this game. I play PvP quite a bit. Right now, I feel like it's a little simplistic as far as the PvP, you know, because, you know, everyone's gonna have their hardest hit around 2, obviously. So everybody going around 2. But just overall, in general, the gameplay is really fun. I do recommend this game. I have streamed this game a bunch of times. Have over 100 hours. I haven't been back on it recently because, you know, Persona 5, we don't talk about that. However, Super Dragon Ball Heroes, really good game. I do recommend it. I'm going to slap it in the A. I do love the game. I enjoy the game. I still play it. I love the collecting aspect. I love collecting. That is the biggest thing for me in the game. Not only that, put ice on the cake, card creation. I love doing that. Back when I did my Dokkan videos, I actually made my own card and card arts and stuff like that for speculation purposes, but overall, it was fun for me. I love doing that type of thing. So Super Dragon Ball Heroes, definitely that A spot. Raging Blast 1, Dragon Ball Raging Blast 1. Now, I have a lot to say about this game. Did I platinum this game? I sure as hell did platinum this game, I believe. I did play this online. The soundtrack in this game was good. Not on Tenkaichi 2 level. Is it better than Tenkaichi 3? Debatable. Debatable for me with the soundtrack. Honestly, this one I really did enjoy. The gameplay wasn't as slow as Raging Blast 2 for a 3D arena fighter, and that mattered a lot for me. I enjoyed this game. It was fun for what it was. I had my certain characters that I love to use because they were a little different. The combos, the gameplay mechanic in general was definitely different than Tenkaichi. I didn't play this as much as Tenkaichi series. I didn't play too competitively with this game like I did with Tenkaichi series or even the Budokai series. However, it was still super fun for me. Like I said, the soundtracks are much different design from Raging Blast 2. And just overall, I had a fun experience with the game. So I'm just gonna stop it in B. I know, right? It's very random that I have 2 in F, but 1 in B. Why is that? I enjoyed one, the other I did not enjoy not a single damn thing about it. We are gonna go down to the PSP variation of the Budokai series, Shin Budokai. Did I have this? Sure as hell did. Did I have a PSP? I got it super late, but I sure as hell did. Budokai, Shin Budokai, was the handheld version, obviously, of like Budokai 3, Budokai 2, stuff like that. It was just harder to do the cancels I could do on the console version of Budokai than I could do on the handheld because there is no controller. It was a handheld device, mind you. And I believe the original PSP had 1 analog. Vita had 2 analogs, I believe, but it made things much harder. However, it still had the same engine. It's still Budokai, you know. I enjoy the game. Anything with the Budokai 3 engine or just the Budokai engine, I will enjoy it if I played it, you know. I'm sure I enjoyed it. So, Shin Budokai overall, I'm gonna slap in B. I didn't play it nearly as much as Budokai 3 and the other Dragon Ball games, but I think it's still good. Like I said before, the order matters, so I'm gonna slap it just like that. No. I'm gonna put it just like that. Order matters for me, not for everyone else. So we're gonna get that out the way. Shin Budokai Another Road. Now, this one, definitely, I can never tell what the difference was. I know it probably had more characters. I roll with Trunks in this game. I love Trunks. I love using Trunks. That wasn't a confession, don't get me wrong. I love using Trunks in the Shin Budokai series. Although I never really used him much in Budokai or Infinite World for that fact. He still had the same cancels. I just never really used them. I guess it was the choice of moves. I just really want to use Trunks in this game. No, the canceling was a bit different. The canceling and Shin Budokai versus the Budokai console series is that you can actually get a super attack, I forgot what they actually called, a death move off immediately after you end your combo or after like a hard strike. This is the first Budokai game, which is what Infinite World adapted from, and then, you know, became a console game, is that when you do a combo, you know, when you finish a combo, like punch, and you end it with the heavy punch and you somehow do an energy blast out there, not like the square circle, not like that, But after you end the combo, you can get a death move off. You can link up your death moves with your combo in Shin Budokai series. You can't do that in Budokai 3 because you can only do it via certain inputs. Square, 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 circle, square, triangle, 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 circle. You can only do it via actual inputs for the moves. In Shin Budokai, they kind of broke that. You can actually link up the death move at the end of every single combo. Triangle, 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 triangle. But Shin Budokai, like I said, is really fun game. I will put another role in the same spot as Shin Budokai, the first one. So the story was good. The soundtrack was good as well. I never played the PSP that much, however. So Dragonballz Z Budokai 1, where it all starts. I remember when my brother had the PlayStation 2 upstairs playing Budokai 1. My brother had the Xbox downstairs. I believe he was playing Halo. And I was just back and forth, upstairs and downstairs. You know, I had 3 other brothers. I couldn't play certain games because we kind of broke our PlayStation 1, me and my other brother. And then the oldest brother wouldn't let us play his console. So in that event, I never played Final Fantasy VII because of him. Let's disregard that. Okay, so Budokai 1, where it all started off for me. Probably one of the greatest story cinematics I've seen in Dragon Ball games. I'm an OG, all right? So this is definitely, I started off here. I played so much of this game. The transformations, the models looked similar to how it was in anime for its design at the time when it first came out. It was enjoyable, something really, really freaking good. It went up to the Cell games. It had probably the only game where you had the transformations to Super Trunks and Super Trunks 2 or Ascended Saiyan, Ascended Saiyan 2, whatever they want to call it. Super Trunks, Ultra Trunks, you can actually transform into all that in this game. Hilarious, they took that out the most recent games, which is understandable. But it was just really cool. This is like the first to start of the Budokai. I'm gonna slap it in B. If I were to put it in order, I would definitely put it right there behind Raging Blast in front of Super Sonic Warriors 2. I enjoyed the hell out that game, playing with my brothers and all that stuff. Fun experience for me. And just turning Super Saiyan, it's just super hype. It took me a long time to figure out how to charge key because I was kind of young when I started playing this. My brother was like, I was sitting there like, bro, how are you charging keys? He's like, I'm not telling you. I'm like, all right, fuck you then. I'm figuring out myself, boy. I'm a gamer. Work it up. So I didn't say all that because I was too young to even curse. Yeah, that is the placement where I would have Budokai 1. Enjoyable. I love it. I'm glad that series just went on. It just took off. Dragonballz Z Dokkan Battle. Now, for the people that's been with me for a while, knows I've done Dokkan Battle videos over on my channel like in 2017, 2016. Something like that. I did upload this on my channel. I still have it on my channel. Do I play it now? No. Do I enjoy it? I just fell off of the game. I just stopped enjoying the game and I didn't want to spend too much money on a mobile game because I spent heavily amounts of cash on Dragonballz Z Dokkan Battle. To break away from that, I stopped playing the game. Now, was it bad? It wasn't the worst. The main thing I really enjoyed about this game was the super tech animations. And the collecting aspect of summoning for characters, but you had to spend money. That's just how it was. Overall, I'm gonna put this in, I am gonna put Dokkan Battle in C. I'm gonna put that game in C. It wasn't the worst. I stopped playing it for reasons to get over my gambling issue and whatnot. I mean, I didn't like go to casino or anything like that, but just throwing money at a mobile game is, no, it's a no. Throwing as much money as I did compared to other people, it may not be much, but I threw stacks at Dokkan Battle, just know that. It wasn't the worst, and it's just how it was, you know? That's where I will put it. C, I feel like it's a fitting spot. D, I think that'd be too harsh because I actually did, past tense, enjoy the game. Now, no, not really, I'm good. Dragon Ball Legends will be next to it. Funny. Dragon Ball Legends, all right. Obviously, it has its fair share of problems with the PvP at one point in time to where no one would get punished. Cheaters wouldn't get punished. People were disconnecting and wouldn't get punished. Stuff like that. Not only that, lag issues, connection issues, that's understandable. You know, a lot of people may not have the best internet depending on what area they're in. Probably cannot upgrade the internet depending on the area, you know. It's a fun game. The main selling point for me with this game was playing against other people, you know. It was probably the first Dragon Ball mobile game that you can fight with other people, other human beings, not AI, not events, battling other people across the world. That was a selling point for me. I was like, oh, hell yeah, that competitive aspect is coming back. Back when I played like Budokai and all that stuff and Tekashi, blah, blah, blah. I enjoyed the hell of this game gameplay-wise. Do I stay on this game 24/7? Hell no. I try not to stay on any mobile game 24/7 because I know how addicting and crazy I can get with mobile games and how much I can spend. So I kind of let loose for these mobile games. I'm simply gonna put it in B. I'm gonna put it in front of Raging Blade, everything over here. So it's hella fun for me. It's very simplistic gameplay wise because it's a mobile game. I mean, not saying that it can't get more complex, just how the game is, you know, how it's created. It's simple. Vanish, not too many defensive options. A lot of mind games, a lot of RNG with the game as well. You have to consider in this type of mobile game. Why am I doing that like I have glasses? It's a horrible habit. However, Dragon Ball Legends, I do pretty much enjoy. It's just, I try not to stay on the mobile games because of that gambling factor. It's a gacha game. You're gonna like, you want the best character, you're going to pay the money, big dog. Tenkaichi Tag Team. I did out this game, or I believe it was on PSP. Shin Budokai as to Budokai 3 as to Tenkaichi Tag Team as to Budokai Tenkaichi. It's a handheld version of Tenkaichi, Budokai Tenkaichi. So that's why it's called Tenkaichi Tag Team. This I did enjoy. I figured out how to cancel. I mean, the gameplay was not too different from Tenkaichi, Budokai Tenkaichi, to be honest. So it wasn't, you know, it would be no different if I put it in the same spot, you know, in the same spot from Tenkaichi 2 spaces down like I did with Budokai to Shin Budokai. It was really no different from Budokai Tenkaichi, except it was like 2v2 or something like that, and it could get a little chaotic, kind of like Xenoverse is, but without the connection issues and the hit detection, LOL, right? So let me think about this. Tenkaichi Tag Team. I actually would not put over Raging Blast. I would not actually put over Raging Blast. I would put over Budokai 1, unfortunately. I would not put that over Budokai 1. I did enjoy the game. Everything in B, I enjoyed. Everything like C and up, I fairly enjoyed for a decent amount of time. D down, it's like, if I even enjoyed it at all or for a short time span. So that's where Tenkaichi Tag Team goes. And Dragon Ball Z, Ultimate Battle 22. I know, I haven't played a lot of these other PlayStation games, but why the hell did I play this one? This one, I played super late. I did enjoy the hell out of this one. The soundtrack was amazing. I still have the soundtrack of Super Saiyan 3 Goku, I believe, on my computer as we speak. Love the soundtrack. Very much enjoyed the game. The sprites I didn't care for too much because, like I said, I played it super late. So going back to a PlayStation 1 game after playing like PS2 and Xbox, seeing the graphics, it was rather weird. But I was a big fan of Dragon Ball games. I still am, you know? I love this game. Very much enjoyed it. It was hard to figure out the super attacks and all the attacks and stuff because at the time when I played, I was super young. This is probably around the same time I played that Rugrats game on PlayStation. Amazing game, by the way. I am actually going to put Ultimate Battle above Supersonic Warriors 2. I'm going to put it in B. Like I said, I did love that game. Don't get me wrong. The sprites and stuff, you will see what my other favorite games are. I didn't mind it at all. However, it was still fun for me when I played it. Played it super late. 2005, 2004, 2003, probably around the time when I actually played it. And it's secured a spot right there, bruh. It's just simple as that. Now, Budokai 2, holy sh**. Sorry, I didn't mean to curse. This game, this is the alternate art, by the way. The original box art was Vegito and Kid Buu. It was like a blue tint on the cover. I would know because, for one, my brother had this game. Remember how I said the Budokai 1 situation where he wouldn't let me play his PlayStation on rare occasions? This is the game he barely let me touch. I begged the life out of him. Let me play Budokai 2. They changed the design of the models. They look so good from Budokai 1. They hit Kid Buu in this game. Holy shit. He was like the hardest guy in this game. Not like, he was the hardest guy in this game. Keep in mind, but this is before Budokai 3, so you could not teleport in this game. But just all the other mechanics similar to Budokai 3. You had the canceling mechanic was in Budokai 1. The canceling mechanic was in Budokai 2. This one, they had the impossible fusions. This one is going straight to S. I know, that's crazy. It's going... I gotta put this behind Tenkaichi 2, but in front of Tenkaichi 3. It's weird, right? This one, I love. They had an iteration of Super Buu absorbing Vegeta, which was insane. Super Buu could absorb Tien and Yamcha. He could absorb... I don't know if he can absorb Vegito in this game, but he could absorb Piccolo, obviously. It was a couple other people that you have not known for him to absorb. I believe. Oh, I think back in Budokai 1 is when Cell absorbed Krillin. And then it was like that one mission in the story where you had to use like a Cell fused Krillin or something. But however, this game was amazing. The soundtrack, I think it had a different soundtrack than Budokai 1 for the most part. I can remember Kid Buu theme being freshly new and annoying because I could not beat him. However, love the game. The interface was much better. The new maps, the new stages, story mode. The story mode. It was like, yes, the story mode was the biggest thing why I placed it in S tier. I enjoyed the story mode being on a chessboard going across, boy. A lot of people hated that aspect of the story and how different it was. I welcomed it with open arms. I loved how they implemented the story mode into Budokai 2 to where different outcomes and different circumstances were able to happen. Like, if I screw one thing up, Boo's gonna get extra HP from a capsule he gained on the map, or he's gonna absorb somebody on the map that I was meant to protect, you know, stuff like that. Different outcomes could have happened with the story mode, and that's why I really enjoyed the different possibilities that was available during the time. Really love that game. I cannot express my love anymore for freaking Budokai 2. Budokai HD Collection. So, not too much to say about this. Hey, Budokai 1, Budokai 3. I love Budokai 1, Budokai 3. Obviously, I'm gonna put that right here. Tenkaichi 1. Tenkaichi 1. This game was cheeks. Probably one of the first Dragon Ball Arena fighters on the PlayStation 2. I enjoyed it for what it was when it first came out. Keep in mind, when I was younger, I was stupid. So this came out when I was maybe 13. No, it had to be 12 or 13 when this came out, because I bought Tenkaichi 2 and Naruto Ultimate Ninja 1 at the same time, and I was 14 to 15 when that game first came out. So I had to be 13 when Tenkaichi 1 came out, 13, 12, around that time. So it was like maybe 10th, 9th grade. Tenkaichi 1, it was super linear, the gameplay was super linear. I did not enjoy it. I enjoyed it for a little bit, but I never played it that much. Like I said, by being one of the first 3D Dragon Ball games, it was exciting, you know, to see an open world and whatnot that you can fight in. After the whole Budokai series of being a 2D fighter, they come out with the 3D arena fighter for a Dragon Ball game. I have to try it out. I'm a big fan of Dragon Ball. It's just how it is. I'm still am. So I tried it out. Like I said, after realizing the fact the gameplay is super linear, the characters are limited, the interface is bad, super in my opinion. It was really rock, paper, scissors, but it wasn't, as in, if they use a beam attack, which was horrible, by the way, the beam effects was just bland and bad. You Dragon Dash, you can't move over when dashing. When you dash, you go straight to the target. Okay, I just used my ultimate attack. Oh, I'm dead. This game also only had 1 HP bar. 1 HP bar, that's it. Did I enjoy it? For like an hour, I guess. It's going right behind Haruka Densetsu. I'm gonna trash it just like that, I'm sorry. Dragon Ball Z card collectible card game. Now, okay, this video may be like 40 minutes. I don't give a flip. Collectible card game. I swear to God, this game will infuriate me like no other game. It is so freaking hard to get Goku to transform into a Super Saiyan just to get your ass knocked back down by losing a card exchange battle thingy. I played the hell out of this game. Keep in mind, my family was broke, all right? For like my 13th, 12th birthday or whatnot, they gave me this game for my birthday and some goddamn guitar. It was some weird cheap guitar. Who cares? Back to collectible card game. Infuriate me like no other. I still cannot figure out how the hell to play this game. That one time I managed to turn Super Saiyan, it was amazing. My HP had risen like a crazy amount. You know, the card art was not card art, but the character that was sitting there with Super Saiyan was amazing. I was like, hell yeah, I'm about to go in. And then Frieza knocks my ass back down to Kaioken. I was pissed. I was like, how can I say Super Saiyan, man? Can I just leave me alone? This game infuriated me like no other. However, I played a lot of this game and it reserves its place in the D tier. I honestly, like, I don't mind card games. I love card games. This is like the start of the collectible card game, and it was, I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it behind Budokai Tenkaichi. I sure as hell will. Infinite World. This came out in 2008, I believe. So after some of the Tenkaichi games have came out, and this is overshadowed, so it didn't sell as much. The amount of copies that it sold never really determined how I felt about the game itself. I don't give a damn what it sold. Give me the gameplay. Give me the game. Let me see how it is for myself. Infinite World easily reserves its spot. Like I said, my order does matter. I know that's weird to see. I put Infinite World in S tier. However, I put it behind Budokai 3. Why is that? Didn't you already talk about how you didn't like slower gameplay? As a 3D arena fighters, that was much different. Now, this is gonna be a while. I'll try to summarize it. I'm a bit advocate of Infinite World, Budokai 3. I met a lot of people through it, and I played thousands of hours of both games. I'm not even joking. Budokai 3 versus Infinite World. Dragon Rush, I never really minded as much. Why? Because I never used Dragon Rush. 2, I played the game competitively, so obviously I would not use Dragon Rush. 3, AI use Dragon Rush, just made things easier for me. By me playing this game competitively, I'm talking about Budokai 3 here, Dragon Rush would never hit me. I actually forgot what the Dragon Rush animation looks like. AI does not hit me with it. I'm like a pro when it comes to Budokai. Don't get me wrong. I can still hop back on the game and pull some combos, bro. Don't test me, dog. Infinite World had Aura Burst or Soul Burst or whatnot. That I really did not care for. I know. How do I did not mind Dragon Rush, but didn't care that the Aura Burst? It's because I felt like the AI used that Aura Burst Aura thing a lot more. Now, that's just personal experience. However, keep in mind, why do I choose Budokai 3 over Infinite World? The gameplay was much faster and mechanically better than Budokai 3. That's why. The gameplay was faster. The gameplay was easier. It was much easier for me to pull off combos in Infinite World than it was to Budokai 3. I enjoyed the challenge. The slower gameplay made it harder for me to time my councils right, made it harder for me to time my juggles right. And not only that, the aspect of the AI. The AI in Infinite World was so much easier than the AI in Budokai 3. The AI in Budokai 3, obviously, you need 3 bars to teleport vanish behind your opponent for a counterattack. You need 3 bars. The AI will instantly do that, obviously, once they regenerate enough ki from getting attacked. Once it naturally refills up to 3 ki bars, I'm getting in-depth in gameplay, hear me out. They will teleport. Infinite World, if you fight against an AI opponent that naturally starts off with 3 ki bars, not the shorter ki, 3 ki bars, 3 big ki bars. Of course, to enlarge the ki bars, you'll have to transform with that character if they have a transformation. So if it wasn't one of those characters that didn't have base 4 ki, AI would not teleport unless they're in a pinch. When they're in a pinch, it means their last HP and you use a heavy attack or a heavy knockback and then they're forced to teleport. Infinite World, you can just juggle them endlessly. They will not teleport. They start off with base 3 ki. So any character in the game besides Kid Buu, any character that didn't start off with 3 ki. Infinite World did not do that. Infinite World teleport if you had 4 or more ki. At 3 base ki in Infinite World, the AI did not teleport even when getting juggled. Budokai 3, once they get up to 3, they will teleport. So with that being said, the gameplay mechanics in Infinite World just made it a ton easier because the AI is easier and the faster canceling made it easier for me, personally for me. Legendary Super Warriors, I'm gonna throw this shit straight in the S tier. This Legendary Super Warriors, this shit going straight in the S tier, boy. You thought I'm gonna put this actually behind Tenkaichi 2 above Budokai 3 and Tenkaichi 3. Why is Tenkaichi 3 last? I love the game, don't get me wrong, but I love all these more. Legendary Super Warriors, I've beaten literally over 16 times. I have every character on there. I have almost every super attack on there. And my favorite characters in the game, Dr. Juro, Vegito, Majin Vegeta. Like, I can go in depth with Legendary Super Warriors if I really wanted to. However, the game, I still play to this day. I have a save file on my old Android phone. I have a save file on my old laptop. I have a save file on this computer right now as we speak. Legendary Super Warriors, still one of my favorite games in history till this day. Love that game. Freaking love that game. I love the aspect where you choose certain attacks in turn-based. The turn-based mechanic, I love turn-based games. So, Legendary Super Warriors, definitely one of my favorite games ever played. There's just not too much I can say about it because I don't think a lot of people will enjoy this type of game. I, for one, love the game. All the characters. The game literally had more characters than most of these goddamn games on this list. I'm not even joking, disregarding the gacha games, Legends of Dokkan Battle, because they continuously come out with characters as long as the game is still out. Legendary Super Warriors, love that game. Dragonballz Saga. Dragonballz Saga is probably the first free roam game that came out. I played this game when my mom got that new TV, that big screen TV in the living room. So it had to be around when I was 11, 10. I had to be like 11, 10 years old, maybe when this game came out. It's a little fuzzy, don't mind me. I actually enjoyed the hell out of this game. The Super Saiyan 2 transformation I despised because you ran out so fast. When you first turn Super Saiyan 2, the bar's like, I'm like, God damn, can I get a combo off? However, when you are in Super Saiyan 2, you will decimate cells. The character models are ass. The gameplay, honestly, was fun. It was very simplistic. You had a beam that you can charge. It was just enjoyable charging that beam and them saying the Kamehameha, Gallic gun, fire, you know, burning, attack. It was just really fun to hear them say that, and just the effects and it being an environmental world. And I think it's like one of the, was it RPG? I don't think it was an RPG. I think it was just action adventure. And you can get combos in this game. It was really cool that you can get the combo inputs as you level up or something like that, or you had to buy it from a shop, something like that. It was fun. I actually enjoyed Dragonballz Sagas. I'm actually going to throw it in B, surprisingly. I'm going to keep it at the end behind Super Sonic Warriors 2, but I enjoyed it. Dragon Ball Z, Super Sonic Warriors 1. Like I said, The second one was much better. The better animation, super attacks and whatnot, more characters and the more stages, and it was just overall better. Super Sonic Warriors 1, I'm just gonna put at the end. Legacy, holy shit, we're getting into the GOAT of all games. Oh my god, I can't believe this. Legacy of Goku 2. S tier? I'm gonna explain afterwards. Right there, in front of Takashi 2. I know, right? The soundtrack in this game, amazing. I love sprite games, don't get me wrong, certain sprite games. It has to be done right for me. Soundtrack, amazing. RPG, probably the first RPG Dragon Ball game that I love, dude. You had the different characters. Obviously, RPG, you can level up, you can transform into Super Saiyan, you can do all these beam effects out, you know, these random enemies while progressing through the story. I freaking love this game. The soundtrack is literally, I still listen to the soundtrack this day. To this day, I listen to the soundtrack. You have no idea how I am with Legacy of Goku. I still play this game to this day. I can go to my save file right now for Boo's Fury and Legacy of Goku 2 right now with my characters at the preferred stats. Like, I got so damn specific with this game that I wanted certain characters to have certain attacks, because once you restart the game, when you reload the game, the characters will have different stats. Like when you first get Trunks, he may have a lot of strength. He may not have, like when you restart the game, Trunks may have like a lot of strength, may not a lot of power, not a lot of endurance. When you restart the game again, Trunks will have a lot of power, a lot of endurance, not a lot of strength, yada yada. I specify what I wanted with my characters. Trunks in general, why am I getting in depth with the actual character? However, I got to a point where I wanted each character to have a certain type of stats, even with the capsules to buff the stats. I wanted them to have a certain amount of stats. I want to go on to have the highest amount of base stats in this game because he was the strongest, obviously, during this time in the game, or just in the game in general. It only went up to the Cell Saga. Love this game. Still the best game I ever played in my life. I'm not even joking, dog. I'm not even joking. Let's get to Dragonballz Z Taiketsu. Now, this piece of shit right here, my dad bought me this, man, randomly, and I played it. The soundtrack was the characters looks The attack animation is probably the worst I've ever seen in life. This game is going straight to D. Even with all that, I still enjoyed it. Who am I playing? Get your ass an F. Okay, so I don't think there's anything I liked about the game. Even the stupid inputs that you put in, down 404, down YB, because it was a Game Boy, you feel me? You stay in your ass down there. No further discussions, Your Honor. Dragonballz Z Boo's Fury. I think I'm playing. Now, why'd I put it in front of Legacy Goku 2? You had Ultimate Gohan. You had a different level for attacks. The Electric Kamei, level 1, level 2, level 3. Oh my god. You had the fusion in this game. You can use Gogeta. You can use Vegito. Yes, you can use Gogeta in this game once you grab all the Z exhibits or whatnot. And then you'll get Hercule and you get the option to fuse as Gogeta, I believe. Once you get all those Z exhibits, those little boxes with the Z on it, you get all those in the game, you're able to play as Gogeta, I believe. I played this game, much like Legacy Goku 2, numerous amount of times. I can show you all the save files for proof. God damn! Yo, Dragon Ball RPG, hurry up. There's nothing I can say about Boo's Fury Legacy Goku 2. The soundtrack in these two games are amazing. I still listen to it till this day when I'm going to sleep. I'm not even joking, on God, bro. On everything. Let me stop. I will talk about this all day. Dragon Ball Z, oh, we didn't get to see, okay, Xenoverse 1. Xenoverse 1, I was probably one of the few people that enjoyed the story. I love the character creation aspect. I love playing as a female Saiyan. I did videos of Xenoverse 1. I'm actually going to throw it in... I'm going to throw it in A. I actually enjoyed this game. Xenoverse 1, I had not too many hit detection problems online with Xenoverse 1. Keep in mind. Online, I did not mind at all. I enjoyed the story. The soundtrack wasn't half bad, actually. The soundtrack wasn't half bad. The base characters that were in the game, probably... I didn't use too many of the base characters. I will talk about more of that in Dragonballz Xenoverse 2. But I actually enjoyed Xenoverse. Me putting it next to Super Dragon Ball Heroes is actually pretty weird, isn't it? Xenoverse 2. I'm just gonna do you the favor and... I'm gonna throw it down and see. The reason I throw it down and see is because I enjoyed the story. Soundtrack, about the same as Xenoverse 1 for me. Hit detection issue was big for me. I had more hit detection issues in Xenoverse 2 while playing online than probably any other game. Like, I could not get a stable match online whatsoever. It's just how it was, you know? I wish I could have enjoyed it more. I did videos of both Xenoverse 1 and 2. You can go check the channel for proof, but it's like, if the hit detection problems were never there, or if it never occurred as much for me, it would easily be A tier above Xenoverse 1. But by it being fidgety for me, I didn't enjoy it as much. It is what it is. The kid do it big, you feel me? Dragon Ball FighterZ. Dragon Ball FighterZ is not a bad game whatsoever. As you may or may not know now, I don't really play as many fighting games as I did in the past. I don't have the time to, and I just simply don't want to invest the time in fighting games to be good at them. That's why I stopped uploading fighters to the channel. It just required too much time for me to get good at the game. I didn't mind it back then when I was in college, when I didn't really pay attention to school, but I still finished with my degree. Shout out to me. I just simply don't want to throw the time into fighting games anymore. I don't know why. FighterZ is going to be. FighterZ will simply go up behind Tenkaichi Tag Team. I don't hate it. I enjoy the game. It's still fun. I rather much watch it now than actually play it. Legacy Goku 1, where it all started. I'm just going to throw this in D. Of course, the start of the series, Legacy Goku 1, it's a huge jump. One is in D, the other two is in S. What the hell happened, Riku? Legacy Goku 1, the music, best thing about the game. Literally, the best thing about these goddamn games, all right? The fights, it was very bland compared to other ones. You know, you had one simple attack animation. Like I said, it was the start of the Legacy Goku series. The music was literally the best thing 100% about this game. I got lost in the Artifact Temple before I fought the Ginyu Force. Don't judge me, all right? I still know what the ending is. I played this a lot. It was hard. Probably the only game you can fly. And actually mid-battle, you can fly, you had a meter for it as well, which I thought was pointless because it just really no real advantage to flying except get away for a few seconds. They're gonna follow your ass while you're flying away anyway, so it didn't really matter. I was still put in front of all those games. I must have a grudge against them. Yes, I do. Last game, Dragonballz Ultimate Tenkaichi. Get your ass back there. It was literally a cutscene. I played it. My friend had played them this game. I prayed for that, man, honestly. I could not deal with this rock, paper, scissors cut. I didn't like the visuals. The music was probably the only okay thing about it. I didn't like the rock, paper, scissors aspect, which falls in play why I didn't like the gameplay mechanics. 100% luck based. Like 99% luck based, if you will. I know Dragon Ball Legends is like, Dragon Ball Legends requires some skill, all right? And it's a mobile game for Christ's sake. Ultimate Tenkaichi, probably the worst game I ever played. That and Battle of Z, like you can fight it out. And that's how I'm really gonna end off my tier list. Hopefully we get to see one out of D-Free. I do wanna see Afro do one. I do wanna see a lot of other people do one. But that is how I feel about all these games. Hopefully this really gives you an idea, more opinion on what type of games I like. And just about me. Hey, look at my older videos on the channel, bro. I got the Infinite World. I got the Budokai 3. I ain't got no Legacy of Goku, but I actually do have Legacy of Goku on my channel. No, Legacy of Goku, I did a playthrough of that. That was probably one of the few videos I had to delete because of copyright issues because I was trying to get partner. That's gonna be it for this video. Sorry for taking so long. This is what Riku is truly about. It's rather weird that I made these decisions. However, it's really my opinion. It's my goddamn opinion, all right? Enjoy it. I'm leaving now. Peace. Okay, this is actually the updated tier list that I made after the video for real this time.